I'm right here, so I might as well actually start already. So that's what we're gonna do. So, women, lords, and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of. I have returned into the back rooms. That's apparently because I'm sure that someone is going to mention it. Listen to myself a little bit there, and not solely like there we go. All right, it's about average. I've been recording something for later on with this VTuber, so you know. And yes, again, you know, the I'm sure that someone is going to eventually say that. So, oh well. Okay, I'm gonna try. Maybe I'll get some chat up today. Let's Okay, we're working on some good speed right now, so I'm gonna use that to my advantage. So glad that you're here, Josh. I did start a few like 5 minutes late because I was because when I finished the recording session I just did, I like to leave half an hour so that YouTube can promote the stream as per normal. So yeah. And let me just. It seems like Celestial Sage and Voices are having a very heartfelt reunion right about now. So that's good to see. But yeah, speaking of Prism of Voices, we are definitely and also Backrooms Buddy is there as per usual. And also imagine today watching the Guardian Season 2 episode 5 and 6 by Prism of Voices. Oh right, yeah. Well, I mean, yes, that's what the title says, so that is you are correct. That is exactly what we're doing. In fact, let's do that right now. So, just to go over in case people haven't seen the Guardians at all yet, because some people might be new or something. Also, for my own sanity, I got to remind myself of this. The odd-numbered episodes are all flashbacks and prequels of the characters from before, and the even ones are the present day, which means that the follow-up to the invitation with the party and stuff, by my calculations, should be coming out from like the next episode after this one. This one, however, I've actually copied the description onto a document this time because I know that if I switch too much, then it might lose connection. So let's see. This episode is a backstory in all caps. Alex and Axel are finally able to leave Trey. However, Romrio appears to... That name has changed so many times. Appears to be in the building the day they're leaving. Note, sorry for the quality at some points. I was testing out this new editing style. I know it's not the most pleasing to look at, but it makes my life 1,000 times easier, so I might stick to this. It's me add many cool things, and I apologize for how loud the music is in some scenes. I'll fix that next episode. You know what? That's nice to see. I'm all for people finding more efficient ways to go about things. And from the looks of things, it doesn't look too different. I don't know if the filter's slightly stronger or not, but either way. And also, the other thing that's in the description is a bunch of notes for things like a scar, fighting, knocking someone out, ringing, heartbeat sound, and getting drugged mentioned, which has all these timestamps in the description of the original video, but obviously the timestamps will not apply to this video on Restream, so bear that in mind. Okay, I think that's covered. So without further ado, on with the review.
0331.
Yes.
Oh, I should also like lower this down. There we go.
I see that you're relaxing for once.
For once.
Not flexing.
I was gonna say, it looked like he just like hurt his leg or something.
Why
but fair
would
enough.
I? Oh, is it because I got the highest score? Or is it because...
Of course you did. You have powers and I don't find it fair.
This is like half and half in terms of exposition scenes. Because you are still telling the audience stuff, but at least you're doing it, like, you're working it a little bit more into the conversation. That is definitely better than, just, I guess, vomiting the whole thing. I almost said sneezing again. People have pointed out that's becoming a catchphrase quickly.
Sorry I was born this way. I guess not everyone can be cool from birth.
And you are?
Of course.
You're so annoying.
Am I now? Or are you just jealous?
Shut up! I'll show you that having powers is not everything.
It is, though. Dare to challenge me?
Oh, it's on.
Ah, playing with the aspect ratio, I see. Nice touch. And also the lightning effects. So we've got green screen and we've got aspect. Yep, there we go. Again, even despite the efficiency, still upping that production. Nice to see. And in time for music. They do run very slowly though, but I like the anime like waving, like the motion there. Where are they going? Oh, is it just a race? I thought it was going to be like a montage or something.
Cheater!
Nah, it was pretty fair.
Zero.
I guess if the test was to see if you can do the same thing without powers that you can with, then yeah, it's kind of like kind of not cheating because that was what you're trying to prove from your side. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay. Oh, so the anime like wave effects are actually to cover up how slow the running was. Why not just speed up the footage then? When you're in post, I think. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a way to make that go faster from like one keyframe to the next. Just drag it over a bit, but yeah, I'm sure you know about that already. I've got the title of the episode is called "Get Away to Lose Your Ray." Oh, I had to close that tab, but yeah, you're right. I should have pointed out what the episode titles were. Couldn't be. I guess this is where the efficiency part of this comes in. All right.
0331.
It's alright.
0813! Did you see that? It's cheating!
I don't really think it's his fault.
He might not be able to control his powers. I can't believe.
I mean, he was pretty in control in that situation. It's very convenient that you happen to teleport right to the finish line. No, I'm not gonna lie.
You guys.
Oh, and also, who are the voice actors? They're all on the original video. That's the part that I didn't copy over.
See, I won. Fair and square.
You call that fair and square?
It's what you.
Ah, I see. A square. Got it. Nice gag. Mm-hmm.
13 said.
Okay. Go off.
Tisk. How did I do? I think you did great. Well, way better than 0331 since you didn't cheat.
Could I have a word with you?
Us?
Yeah.
I thought it was meant to be like they... I thought someone was like on screen. I didn't realize that. Yeah, one thing I'm seeing a lot in this episode, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but there's a lot of characters who are speaking off screen to the people directly. I guess that kind of thing works a bit more in live action and mainstream TV shows if you're really used to the characters' voices, so they can because otherwise, considering that they're all like coming from like the same source. In this case, I thought it was just me and my thing not loading properly at this point, even though it's been surprisingly okay thus far. Okay, so Axel and Alex are being played by backups. All right, fair enough. I was referring to more about I guess they're talking to Imagine when you say that. But either way, the backups will be listed.
Yes. I made it so that you two can leave tomorrow.
Wait, what?
Are you kicking us out?
No.
Hold on. Oh, so only Sierra 0119 and Kaito are the actual V. Okay. Yeah, so you had one of those sessions, did you? Yeah, I've been through a few of those where like everyone that I end up I end up talking to is like an emergency backup cast. Yeah, I can understand that.
Find the payroll organization and they might be able to help you out. I just thought that.
Oh god. Oh no. When I work on scripts, I'm like, Jacob are like this. I don't know whether to like laugh at that or like pity that I've like left that impact. That's not. I don't mean to like leave that impression in people, but at the same time, I'm also glad that you're taking like more of like a critical thinking towards your scripts, and that it happens to be my voice that's represented in that. Uh-huh. Laugh and cry. Yeah, that seems about accurate. I will do that then.
You should be allowed to practice at your own expense. We aren't really trained for superpowers.
Are we leaving tomorrow?
Preferably.
That's literally what he just said. Like, yes.
What do you think, 1131?
It sounds scary.
Another unknown organization is coming tomorrow to take some tests, so be aware.
We will.
Oh hey, Yako
Hey,
Victor.
we'll
Hello.
be fine.
I don't know.
If something bad happens, come back to us. We'd love to have you here again.
No need to wear 1131.
I'll see how it goes.
Thank you for everything, 0813.
Don't worry. You can say goodbye tomorrow.
And the real practice starts now.
Don't get too excited. We've only left the building.
I just realized, what is up with his sleeve? Like one side of his jacket has been like ripped down. Like someone's like really like yanked at it, and he just hasn't bothered to fix it. I don't know. Oh, also, what are we watching? Yeah, we're watching Bob, and it says in the title. No one reads the title of these streams. Anyway. Oh, it's stopping the episodes less. Maybe that. Yeah, maybe that is good. I suppose. That's a fair point. Okay, just because it's supposed. So what? Okay, in that case, I have a follow-up question. Why is the uniform for these people involve purposefully like ripping up your own sleeve and wearing it dangling on the side of your shirt of your jacket? I mean, what tactical advantage does a floppy sleeve provide in combat, which is what I'm guessing they're training for in the first place? Oh, the title tells you nothing? Okay, well, I mean, that's a fair point. It took a while to even determine what a Guardian was in this universe, but for what I've gathered over watching this whole series, it's all about someone who is able to preserve the timeline. Not like the TVA from Marvel. No, they're like, these guys actually succeed at their job. All right. And how many people wrote this one? I'm going to guess just one person. I'm guessing it's just Prism, even if my voice was playing in the back of her mind. I feel like that doesn't count. So yes, one person. You take your sleeve off and beat people up. Okay, sure, all right. And yes, I know that questioning the I know that questioning the outfits in this you always end up losing. That's what gacha logic is at heart. It's just an evolved version of anime logic with even less scrutiny applied to it. ghostwrites the episodes. Yeah, no, definitely not. Then again, you know, if I were a ghostwriter, that's what a ghostwriter would say, that I'm not a ghostwriter, but I'm not a ghostwriter.
Building now. We should go find.
Come on, China Little won't hate us.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm. That's a good point. Yeah, training wouldn't hurt you. Like, don't go after like the new organization that you've just heard of minutes ago, after just being released from a new place. That's from the place of your schooling. Probably not a good idea.
I don't have any fighting powers, mind you.
Actually, wait, what am I saying? That's pretty much almost exactly what the characters in my first ever book did. If you don't know, I have I have a self-published book that I wrote when I was 13, and once the four main characters meet each other after this disaster has happened at one of their home worlds, and they meet because they've escaped from the fate, like, you know, because they were not at the palace in the kingdom itself at the time. Then they're like, "Oh, nice to meet all of you. So what should we do now? What should we do about this? Let's just go defeat the villain. You know, let's just do it. Let's just overthrow a government." It's just like casual reason to go after the big bad ever. And to this day, I kind of like both love and hate how simple that solution was for me. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone else. I don't think it works here particularly well. But I don't know. Also, I did my new kid from South Park games with hair like those too. Oh, right, okay. Brothers, friends who are to each other, honest. What? Who are to each other? I don't understand that last part of the sentence. Sorry.
You're no fun. Come with me.
What? Where?
That's a good point. Do they even know where they're going? They just got released. They said they were going to go to a different organization to pick them up, and it's like, oh, they leave tomorrow. But now they're just like, oh, I guess we're outside. Come with me. It's like everyone's kryptonite in this series is just going for walks. That's all you have to do to get away from a situation. Just say you're going for a walk, or say follow me and go in a random direction, and that's it. That's that's all you gotta do. Okay, yeah, the characters in this one actually do fight, yes. Unlike disco pops and to some extent jazz pops. Yeah, that is a fair point. And we also got warnings of when the fighting takes place that again do not apply because that's how this goes, but anyway.
Step back. You don't want to come near me.
Who are you?
I shouldn't have stepped out of the void today.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking to myself. Now leave.
Make us.
0331! Wait!
Yes, pursue a random stranger and force them to confront you just because they won't answer your very personal questions. Oh, hold on. Wait, I was going to say something that might. What's this? Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like something forming from that. I didn't realize like it was the water. I think some like watery sound effect would have helped there rather than just like the generic whoosh. But either way, and now we get two campers being like, "What on earth just happened? Did that person just waterbend?" Oh, okay, never mind. Actually, I do like I do love the hair thing. Let me just put that on screen for a second. Let me see if I can. Yep, unsuspecting. I'm guessing also that you. I will say though, people's hair does not usually turn blue when exposed to water. I get what you were going for because water's represented by blue a lot of the time, but I would have probably said just make their hair, you know, a darker version of what it was before, because that's usually what happens when your hair goes wet. Other than that, I guess solid punchline.
Guardian.
Oh, also, hold on, Gacha people do it. So, so it's Gacha logic to it's Gacha logic to have blue hair when it gets wet. You know what? Fair enough. I wanted to write a scene in the Mutant Girl where it rains at some point, but I always forget to do that. I guess I'll just have to give them all blue hair. All right then. Right. What if your hair dark as the abyss and it's wet? How dark can it be? Now that's a good question. I guess it would just have to stay the same at that point. Yeah, there's nowhere else to go.
Guardians.
Guardians?
That's what you are.
What's that?
It's the name they use for people like us.
What does it mean?
That we have powers and we're willing to help people. Are you?
Willing to help others? Sure. How hard can it be?
Kaito Yamazaki. Follow me. We should get away.
Where are you going, Kaito?
Tell me your names first and I'll inform you. Do you?
Oh, so they were prepared to lead these two, like out of without mentioning either their names, but the moment that one of them starts asking questions, they pause and they're like, "Tell me your names first before I answer any questions. Also, you're a guardian and you have a destiny. Follow me to fulfill it." Like, really? Okay.
Do not.
They would have found a different name. What? Oh, they would wait. What? They would have found what? Well, I don't know what you mean by that. Although speaking of names, I'm guessing that the reason that Kaito asked this in this case is so that we can actually get the origin of both of Alex and Axel's names becoming Alex and Axel, which is all right in principle. I would have just probably said instead of that, have that be the first part of the introduction rather than like before the Guardian thing.
No.
Do we even have names?
I'll go check. I'll be in and out, so don't follow me.
All right, I guess you could just go in and consult the records. I need to know your names, so I must consult the records, even if you don't know them yourself. Like, at least the number would have sufficed in here, like, to gain the arbitrary trust that Kaito seems to want for some reason. I don't know. And yes, that is how something watching something from the middle ends. I do agree, which is why I stopped watching the recommended episodes of Disco Pots before getting the context for the rest of the series. Best decision I made in that regard. Best chatter ever. Also, beware, Order of the Hats. Those hats do not bode anything positive, just by the way. Those are the hats symbolize the opposition.
Hey,
What?
I should be the one doing.
God, it sounds like a Hanna-Barbera chase scene. Anyway.
Doing that. I can teleport.
It's dangerous.
I'll be in and out.
No.
I mean, that does make more sense, to be honest. And also, because since you just left the same organization, you probably have clearance, but...
That idiot. Follow me, number person.
Me?
Who else would I...
I think you still hear the chatter going on. Like, it's not even, like, filtered or, like, disguised down. It's just still going. Same volume.
be talking to?
Sorry.
It's looping, isn't it? It's like starting over again. It's like like that. Does this vanishing boy try to flirt? I mean, the way that his roguish charm is working right now, it would almost seem so. However, based on future events, I'm not sure if that is the case. That he ever does attempt to flirt, but I guess we'll find out. Did I hear the preview? Preview of what?
I?
Why are you here? Finding
That is a good reveal. I like that. And again, that plays into the recognition of the voices and everything, especially if people are
your
backups.
training class?
No.
Leave.
Oh wait, no, Kiara's the proper one. Yeah.
Our organization will do nothing to you if you aren't a guardian.
What do you mean?
We are searching for high energy since our leader told us that 2 guardians should be here.
I see.
And that's why I'm coming out of the shadows to talk to a random a random boy right now and just be like, hey, we're taking notice of the organization.
Can you tell me where the energy is situated?
Yeah.
What are you looking for your names? Also, is that WhatsApp? That is WhatsApp. Hold on a second. Okay. Do I look for them? Shouldn't Mama know? It's all right. Go to Trey. Go to Trey. I know that's where they are. Trey? How? Looks? That's a weird question. Looks? I'm not sure. They should look like Vera. Brown hair, green eyes, no younger than 15. Do not hurt them. Keep them until I come around. Did you actually get somebody to use WhatsApp with you and like maintain a WhatsApp conversation just for that visual? If so, I gotta commend that. Seems like it's way better than texting story. Not that there's anything wrong with texting story. It's just it's very overused with Gacha at this point. It is refreshing to see something else that isn't chat box. Oh, it's a fake generator. Okay, all right, still good, still impressive. Yeah, still. All right. Okay.
Right here.
Wait a minute.
Oh, there's the ringing part. Okay. I'm just pausing that a bit so to ease it. Oh, and the heartbeat. And yes, just pull the taste. That's what happens. That's what people do for some reason. Just like, yeah, we're gonna switch apps right now. And yet, Number Boy is kidnapped. He didn't even find out his name. There's like 2 rings in there. There's like a really high pitch one. There's a low one as well.
Where am I? 11:31. Kato, help me, please.
Help me, please. Get me out of here. Stop. Don't. Come back. I guess I should be less harsh considering that this is a backup VA. But still. Emote.
Kaito, I'm not sure if we can find him.
We
Hold on, you said episode 16 is gonna take Yami out of nowhere. Oh my goodness. Imagine if that was actually how like this went down. Instead of like the whole like communication in the void from season 1, it was just text story all the time. And there's like Yami's number. It was like, oh, it was almost a creepypasta that was going around. I don't know. Also, yeah, I don't get the the reference. Sorry to say. Oh no.
might not be able to, but you are.
What? What do you mean?
Good luck, friend. Meet you outside.
0331, are you near? Please, be safe.
I will say one thing about the backups though. They do seem like weirdly enough like more more I was gonna say like more boyish, like young boyish almost. Like they have that kind of like Ash Ketchum Ben 10 resonance, which I know they're both voiced by adult women, which is a weird thing to say. I guess maybe I'm like conditioned to hear that in animation. Maybe that's it. Not sure. Oh, you'll find it later. Okay, like I did with the Friends reference. I forgot that I did that. So yeah, fair enough.
What?
Also, what is with Ohio all of a sudden? Is Ohio a dark box from which no light can escape or enter? Is that how that's going? And also, did I miss Kaito? Not really, because they weren't like a huge presence in the first season, and actually at one point even distracted from the plot by refusing to join immediately, which meant they everyone had to convince them to maybe along. I don't know. Kaito wasn't really one of the guardians that I like most closely, became attached to. So, I mean, it's good they're back, but maybe that will change later on. I'm quite enjoying this series more than the Jazz Pop. It's much more fluid, has nice visuals, and much more diversity in terms of designs. Yes, yeah. This show, like it's already evolved like a lot. It started off kind of like the same sort of point as Jazz Pops, maybe in terms of its style anyway. Minus the fact that this one was always voice acted. And then then there's like this 1 year hiatus for a bit, and then suddenly it just came back in full force, being like, "All right, this is what we are now," and it's just been improving ever since. The only issue with it so far is that the voice actors seem to be giving a lackluster performance. Yeah, I would love to say that isn't as much of an issue when not everyone is a backup. Unfortunately, that does happen a lot. Even the main VAs have that problem occasionally, and also a few of them fall into the category of I'm reading this from the script, and I'm also not reading the line that came just before it, because some of the time it seems like they've just kind of like guessed what the line is they're saying is in isolation, and they're not realizing the context behind it. Probably. And yes, last time with Cat is definitely, prime example there was Cat in episode 4. But yeah, that's not the only time, but it is the one that's fresh in my mind because I just rewatched it before starting this stream. So yeah. Definitely getting Ash Ketchup. That's a whole different thing. Ash Ketchup. Oh no. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, and yeah, voice acting. Yeah, usually I'd say yeah. I mean, I've always been an advocate for voice acting because that's how I started out with Gacha as well. I have done some non-voice acted stuff, and I've come to see the benefits of both sides. Like, especially, well, I mean, actually, to be honest, the benefits are many behind the scenes. I'm not gonna lie. People have been asking me to, make Alpha Witch Academy voice acted already. But yeah, it depends on like how you actually cover it up. The issue with the text is that a lot of the time with speech bubbles, especially back in the day with Gacha Life, when that's when there was no narrator function, you couldn't really play around with like angles or try to bring people up into the center screen, so they'd always be like further back, which is why you got much more bland cinematography. So yeah, it is. Yeah, voice acting has always been a good place to try and like step forward and evolve, which might be why it's much easier for voice acted gachas to make such a drastic improvement to themselves, because with non-voice acted ones, you almost have to change the entire formula to make significant advancements. Maybe anyway. Your FNAF loving Grim's thinking Gregory. Unfortunately, I don't know who that is. Who had a bad day, is happy now, which is the best time to stream. I did say that I was going to do this yesterday, but then because it was Emily's birthday, I postponed it today. So yeah, I'm only a day behind schedule as far as Guardians go.
Doesn't my power work? Please.
I'm glad you make a day better. This is just Fallen Angels, right? This happened in Fallen Angels at one point. Well, it was more so that Alana had to come in to, remind Adam of who he was, and then he had to focus. But, still. Same principle, except for, I guess, in that situation, they didn't have to escape through a dark corridor of doom, which is a nice addition, definitely.
0331.
I wouldn't call down that hallway because you don't know where you are yet. I'd stay a bit more stealthy, especially because that sound is definitely going to echo under normal circumstances. Oh, okay, never mind. He wasn't calling to him. This is just on the floor. I see.
Come on, let's get out.
There you are.
So about our names, we didn't find them. Good news, we're alive.
Are you okay?
I don't think he is. I should try to heal him, but...
Yeah, you do that.
Ah yes, the best color for healing magic, blood red. We're alive. Are they? Well, this is a prequel, so I sincerely hope so.
I can't do anything. I can't get his power back. I think he got drugged, Kaido.
That's...
Leave it. I'll be fine.
No! I need to save you. You're always the one doing all the action, and for once that I could be useful, I'm not.
Hey, look, it's fine. The human body naturally clears out toxins over time. Like we have systems that are put in place and organs to do that exact thing. So I'll get it back eventually. Might have some mild diarrhea for a bit, but I'll be fine after a while.
You did enough, Alex.
What did you call me?
If it makes it any better, I did find your names.
Oh, so you found the names after a while. Okay, all right then. Mission successful.
Alex and Axel.
What's our surname?
It's I didn't find anything on that.
We should get going to...
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm picking up exactly what you're selling out, but I guess I won't say anything for right now because I guess that's going to bear significance later. But those two syllables right there, I'm pretty sure I know what we're in for.
PIL, Alex.
Yes, they'll help us. Kaito, are you coming with us?
There's no way I'm leaving you behind now.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, also, imagine if you think the arrows was fourth wall breaking, you should see the reveal of the Queen from season 1. That was something else. I'll say that. Anyway, yeah, Alex Axel, the parents must have had a bad day name. Yeah. Thought so.
I need to find out what kind of drug that is. It could be really harmful to us.
All right, so that was episode 5. And yeah, see, exactly that's what I mean. Never seen enough of Kaito really to have too much of an opinion. Which yeah, makes perfect sense. I think this is like the most that we've seen of Kaito in a while too. So I think that's really the point of these prequels, is that a lot of the time they end up featuring a few of the characters who haven't been as plot relevant as of lately. Including last time with episode 3 was Miyuki and Mizuki, who actually were the twins that started off the series as the main characters, getting a bit of their backstory. So as far as that goes, considering that all 3 of those have been on the periphery, I guess maybe not so much Alex because of his connection to Yami last time, it is definitely like a really good thing to see them flourish for a little bit. I was a bit skeptical when I first found out about the odd numbers being prequels and even numbers being follow-ups, because I kind of thought, well, that means that the main plot is going to either be rushed through, or it's going to not have too much space to grow and change. But quite honestly, this series being essentially a character study, and also and also like bringing up things for not just for season 1 but also for this season, it's doing a pretty good job balancing everything so far, at least. So yeah, hopefully that calms down the voice a little bit in your head that I have unintentionally planted there. That being said, that may or may not all go down the drain for episode 6. I don't think it will, but I gotta say that for dramatic effect. You know me. Is it coming up? Here it is. Okay, so just to recap before we carry on, so episode 6 following from episode 4. Episode 4 was one where, while this character's called Cat, was handing out invitations to a party to celebrate the new queen, who is currently on the right of the screen, Yumeka. And as it turns out, she actually ran into that same character who came from the shadows, one with the pink hat, the hat of the enemy. Yeah, her. And she was not supposed to give an invitation to this party. I still don't think it should have, unless the party is protected by some sort of force field that only lets those through with a flyer or something, that it shouldn't have mattered if Kiara was invited or not. Just finding out the address and location would have been enough. But maybe there's some other reason that I'm missing. But right now, that's where the gacha logic seems to come in for me. Also, hang on, you're saying wrong episode. What? Oh, this is season 1. Okay, hold on a second. I need to fix that. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Yeah, 2 plans, 1 retrieval. Okay, I've definitely got the real one now. Yeah, so that's the part that doesn't make sense to me at the moment, because that's where the gacha logic seems to come in. But yeah, that's really everything else, because it also is like a proof of like how slow the main plot has been, at least up until now, because of it only having 2 episodes beforehand to develop. We're still we're halfway through. We would have been nearly halfway done in season 1 by this point, but we're only just celebrating the queen being found out in the season 1 finale, well, or previous episode to the finale from season 1. So it doesn't. So that might come back to bite you, but at the same time, it's again, the prequels are giving much more context for the actual actions of everyone, and like how much the other Guardians actually do know. They're not telling each other. They all seem to have equal footing this time, which is a new dynamic from season 1, where a few of them were already way more experienced in being Guardians or looking for Guardians. Up until the point where to try and find the queen, then they were all stumped. That's when it happened. Also, you said the video quality dropped so fast. I mean, yeah, it's interesting that you say that, because like if you haven't seen, like, if someone came here and hadn't seen Gacha or anything, they wouldn't know right off the bat that this was from a lower quality video versus the high quality video from before. I mean, we kind of know that because of the existing backgrounds and the fact that everyone is in a wide shot, because we're so used to wide shots. It's a curious thing that only really applies to the gacha community, because that's it's engraved into us at first to have all the characters in one sustained shot like this, and so that there's room for text bubbles above them. Even for someone making voice acted gachas, clearly that's still Like that at this point it hadn't sunk in by season 1, episode 6. As for season 2, episode 6, it's very different. I've always been a huge fan of adding camera angles since I started with voice acting. So I guess that's again another thing that comes from voice acted gacha being able to evolve much more easily than non-voice acted. Not that it's impossible, but yeah, oh well. Has my favorite backstory episode of the season changed? I don't think it has, Josh. I think I still prefer episode 3, but episode 5 was great too. I'm just, yeah. I think it's because I care more about Miyuki and Mizuki at the moment. So that's probably what it is. Just an animate. Oh, looking at all the poses in the background, they're all the same size. I see. Yeah. Yeah, not too many people play with the height difference too much with Gacha Club, especially because if you like do that incorrectly, we end up with some people looking like giants next to someone else. But yeah, okay. Here we go. Yeah, this is definitely a huge step up from the from season 1. Well, I know that because of everything else I've said. It's a shame that unfortunately because of like the way that the gacha characters work, that you can't really adjust to the fact that her hair makes it look like she's sitting flat in the air on the chair. I didn't mean that to rhyme, but it did. But that probably would have been easily solved by just like cropping out like underneath like her hips basically. But I guess that wouldn't have given away it as a sitting pose. Oh, would have done. Never mind. All right. Well, yours are kind of like that too. Okay, well, we'll get to you. We'll get to your part of the list. For me, having connection issues. Hold on a second. Are we back? Okay, we're back. Josh seems to be having a big competition here for like the past episodes and the present episodes and comparing them, to each other. Interesting step. But yeah, we'll see how this compares. Normally, if this was an AFMAL series, I would be dreading it right now because for some reason, a lot of episode 6s for AFMAL seasons of anything are like the kiss of death for the series. Like, well, not for the series, but for the steady streak up to that point. I don't think that's going to happen here. That's probably just an AFMAL problem. So, yeah. Episode 6 won't start because Dylan accident. What? I don't get what you mean by that. Oh, you're saying that's when other characters have hair longer than their hips. Oh, okay, got that. Yeah, that reminds me of like early Pixar, where the first character ever to have long hair was Violet from The Incredibles because that was integral to her character being introverted and hiding underneath her long hair on purpose. So pretty sure they had to like animate like each individual strand of hair individually at that point. And then meanwhile, fast forward like fast forward like 6 or 8 years, you got Disney inventing an entire software to I said no, still Pixar. What I'm talking about, yeah, still Pixar inventing an entire software to handle Merida's curls. There you go. But yeah, up until that point, they had short hair on purpose, so it was like way easier to just bundle up, shorter, tied up, whatever you will. Doesn't move too much. Very easy fix.
Tara, I was told by a little birdie that you're keeping a secret from me.
Uh-huh. Is that birdie's name Reveo, by any chance?
Maybe. Why are you telling our dad and not me? It's not like he pays attention to us.
To make them very proud of my genius.
Are they?
No.
What's the...
Well, you've been doing well so far, at least.
Secret.
Can't tell you. It's a secret.
Chara,
Sorry, Mosk. A good magician never reveals his secrets.
I'll make you pay rent.
So, Mosk. Heard the Queen Party?
I did indeed.
Did you know that we got
Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a second. It's out of sync for me, so I'm just gonna let that come back in. All right. People seem to have become interested in Most accent. I mean, fair enough. Is the VA British? That doesn't sound like a British VA to me. It sounds like someone could be trying to do a British accent, but it doesn't sound entirely convincing. At least from my perspective, anyway.
invited?
Goodbye.
No, I'm serious.
You're not kidding.
Still don't know why that's necessary, but whatever.
I'm not
They're dead
kidding.
horse.
So, what now? What do we do at the party?
We could use my base to discuss that.
Your base?
Mm-hmm.
The one they are currently hosting a meeting at?
Dang it. I told Vincent that it was urgent.
We can find someplace else.
It's not the same.
Okay, the Taiwanese, yeah, very, very different to British. Absolutely. There you go. Glad we that. You love Mosk? Yeah, Mosk is definitely is definitely a nice villain. He's been around for a while actually, and he's he was probably like, I think it was like the first threat that the Guardians actually ran into. I think that was pre-hat. I'm not sure if he had the hat at that point.
How did you even steal the invitation?
Nope. Didn't steal it.
There's no way PRO has given you the invitation willingly.
I thought they were the PRLs because he said last time PRL hater was the was like the insult. Anyway. Oh, so Sage is obsessed with Mosk? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. All right, all right. Who's the better character, Mosk or Kiara? At the moment, I'm gonna say probably Kiara because Mosk barely makes sense sometimes. He has the disadvantage of being introduced in season 1 when things were less concrete. But we'll see how that changes. This is loading very slowly now.
I guess that keeping a low profile has been good for me.
You've been keeping a low profile?
What, with that hat? I don't believe you.
Unimportant. Let's kick the adults out.
I am an adult.
When you're with me, you were 10.
I am an adult. Anyway.
Why 10?
Unimportant. Let's kick the adults out.
Sure.
Are the adults hosting a meeting inside of a kid's room? God, can you imagine that? just a mob boss just meeting inside the room of like his 5-year-old daughter. All right then. So you want to come in to update me on your progress in the sector? Yes, that's fine. Move all of the teddy bears and keep the drawings there. I know exactly what drawings are around. It's a normal room. Okay, fine. Okay. I pressed the wrong button there. Anyway.
Hey, Eve? Well done, Cat. But not right now.
Okay, so here's the thing. When you have those chats, like animated like chat bubbles there, which by the way, kudos to you for like dropping out the person who is supposed to be speaking there, based on like how Gacha works. But when you have those, it's usually because someone is like shouting, or like in this case, calling. The audio could be the audio was just to like be muffled here, except for the fact that because once again, the voice actor is not projecting, that would probably end up making it indistinguishable. So maybe not.
Fixing the printing machine. Ink is everywhere. Mind your steps.
That's good.
I'm wondering also how the ink got outside of the printing machine. Was the door open? And it's like splatter all across the walls. Yikes. Oh, also, you tried to make it muffled but gave up. Oh, all right. Again, I think a lot of this, like the best way to improve the show now is definitely just to knuckle down on the direction. Be sure to ask for retakes and make sure the actors understand the context behind what they're actually saying.
I can go get the invitations back from Sierra without Eve knowing. Should I leave?
Please.
Okay. Good luck, Eve.
Oh god, what is... you try to just destroy the printing machine? Just with a chainsaw? Alright, yeah, probably best to leave Eve alone for a bit. Probably going through some stuff. Yeah, let's do that, shall we?
I gotta get those 2 invitations back.
Hear that? If we get the invitations, we can cause mayhem.
Why does everyone need invitations?
I know I can't stay for too long, but this does not make much of a difference. You're us all, kid. I believe in what you do. Let's hope the girl manages to get those back. If not...
I love that the wig includes like a blue streak of hair, while meanwhile she's a natural blue underneath the
we'll
wig.
think of something else. I know how much you care about this party.
Oh wait, that's just like fast forward. It's like it seems like it isn't to me. Okay, fine.
Wonderful meeting.
Also, apparently the candle is for communication, as I said in the chat. All right. God, now this series like has a way of conjuring like really funny visuals. I must say, like the idea of like communicating with candles implies like a ritual, a summoning, an otherworldly presence. Can you imagine someone just like walking back and forth with a candle or something, and just being like, "All right, I gotta hang up now. Bye." There's like blowing up the candle, like you hang up a phone. Also, yeah, she looked before crossing. Afma would be very proud of you. I definitely know that.
Guys, see you next time at Gardaland.
So any plan?
By the way, their big wide white room is definitely way better than the Guardians' big wide white room from season 1.
My genius is unbeatable mask.
Begin.
You hang up, no, you hang up, blows up candle. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, and I guess we're preparing for a masquerade ball.
We'll enter
Okay,
the
then.
party with masks on. We can hear what the Guardians are saying, and then we can sabotage a speech and/or split them up. It would work.
How are we meant to do that?
What?
Any of that?
We will wait for our opportunity to sabotage a stage. I'm sure it will come.
And how do we split it up?
Hearing their conversations, we will get ideas. You in?
Never out. But
But
I had something else to do that night.
you're not coming to the party?
I mean that's fine, but also you only have one invitation, right? So surely you would need don't you need like one per person? Is that not how that works? I don't know. And yes, the editing style is extremely cool. Yes, it's actually reminding me of a lot of the videos that I've been editing for my job actually. Which the animation they give the animation already. I'm just in charge of doing sound effects and Spanish translation and voicing said translation. And a few clip changes. I see I do a lot, but I don't do the animation. But it does remind me of that basically. So I can understand that. I'm pretty sure those videos they can supposed to start off as YouTube ads. Maybe YouTube's advertising inspired a few things. I don't know.
I am.
Will you be late?
It won't affect you, Chara.
It better not. We have to show Romeo what we're capable of.
Chara, it's sad that you're still looking for approval from them.
I have hope, Musk. I don't get why they would treat us like dirt.
Kiara's definitely standing out as a performer this episode, at least so far.
In somehow, but I don't know how to find Sierra or Musk.
22.
Really? Really? Thank you, random person. Now the plot can advance.
Thanks. How shall I be sneaky?
What'd be really funny right now is if she goes, "Oh, I've got it," and there's like another solution that wasn't on camera this whole time, and just takes that one.
Bingo!
I'm sorry, Chara.
It's their mistake.
Oh well.
They will realize what a creative, evil genius their daughter is once I separate all the Guardians. All 9.
Why is a panel missing? I don't get it.
Hello, Cat.
I love how like slow that fall was. It's just slow motion, like God, this. That's the thing. When this show, the show isn't dramatic, at least it's funny. You have that going at least.
Have you join us?
I think you have something in mind, Sierra. Give it back!
You gave it to me, remember?
I didn't mean to.
Did you hear any of our ideas, Cat?
No, and I don't want to.
That is extremely stupid, Cat.
You know what else is stupid? Your mom.
Hey!
Really? A your mum joke and the Benny Hill theme? Come on. Come on, Prism. I thought you were better than this. No, I didn't.
I'll stay here.
What? Help her out. Why?
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Aha! Yes! No! Not again. Eve?
Hi, Cat.
How did you know I was here?
Some nice lady told me. Sierra D'Angeli. I believe these are yours.
What is your plan, Sandy?
You are welcome to show up.
Sandy?
It isn't fair to steal your invitation when someone clearly handed it to you.
Of course.
Please tell me she at least switched them out.
Why did you do that, Eve? Now Sierra will show up and mess things up.
She won't cause any chaos. We'll be prepared to stop them.
Oh, so Zondi's her surname. Okay. I thought it was like a new, another name reveal. Like it wasn't always Eve. Wouldn't be the first time in this series.
Why did you do that, Cat? Why didn't you just tell me?
I guess I didn't want you to think that I only ever cause disasters.
Are you kidding me? I've just had like a multi-day battle with a printing machine. What you did was nothing.
I wanted to be useful, Eve.
You were, and you will be.
What do you mean?
The printing machine is back on. And out of control.
See, this is what you should have done from the beginning. She already offered, like, she already had her printing outfit on before, but you were like, no, I'd already started the printing, so you must hand out the invitations. So, yeah, quite honestly, this is actually all Eve's fault, really. Because with that simple switch, none of this would have happened.
I need your help, Kat. Please?
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, I really would love to see at this point that Eve switched over the invitations and Kat, I don't know, sorry, Kat, and Kiara and Mosk just show up in, like, I don't know, the middle of just, I don't know, this disgusting derelict swamp just off the top of my head. And they're like, well, the party must be around here somewhere. It must be camouflaged. We must find it. And then they just end up like searching like for the whole episode while the party's going on. That's like the first scene. Then the party's going on. They have all the drama that happens in that scene, and then we cut at the end back to them still in the swamp while the sun has gone down. And Mosca's like, Kiara, it's not here. It's got to be here. The invitation says so. Ah. And then Moss just pieces out and goes home. The end. That's my fan fiction Guardians episode. You're welcome. Scraps episode 12. Well, I would assume the party would have been over by episode 12, considering how things are going. But yeah. Oh, that'd be so funny, but you sent out the script already. Okay, yeah, that's the nature of the business. I get it. All right. For an episode with 0 Guardians in it, this was a great episode. That's a good point, actually. I mean, not gonna lie, because like obviously some of the other episodes that are the best, like the mini episodes, you know, that I think that one that was really good, the first one, I think that also featured 0 Guardians in there, just having normal civilians trying to deal with the fact that Miyuki and Mizuki are not returning. But yeah, so it's good that I guess that means that the Guardian series is not dependent on the Guardians. I guess you could argue that's for better or worse. I mean, for the title, this certainly would be the case. Makes me wonder if I could write a Mutant God episode ever without Morwenna in it. I wonder. I'll get back to people on that one. Someday in the future. Okay, anyway, so pros and cons. Well, cons, Dylan being in this episode. Okay, it seems you have a personal vendetta against this Dylan person. Not gonna stoke the ire of that, I think. Yeah, I think the only real con from me is the fact that because the Cat and Eve having this simple solution to the problem, like switching their roles. If they'd done that in the first place, we'd have saved ourselves 2 out of the 3 present day timeline episodes out of this season thus far, when we're presumably about halfway through. It does make me realize as well, I guess the episode with no Guardians and stuff, Josh brings up an interesting point because so far the present day has been mostly dictated by Cat and Eve. Where it just kind of seems like a lot of the Guardians they're dealing with, they're having their interesting past and everything, but it seems almost like they themselves haven't been moving too far forward in their story. Like, we're learning more about them, certainly, but as far as them actually advancing and possibly bringing some of this information together, we're not really seeing that right now. That's less of a con of the episode so far. That's probably just a con of the season up until this point, I think. I know that flies against what I said before in terms of like how the series how up until how I said that because of like I was skeptical about the format of past and present repeated, that it would but I was still enjoying the episodes with the Guardians. Yes, that's true. That's true. It does make me wonder if this had been a season 0 or something, would it make a difference? Yes, it would. Yes, it would have done, because then we wouldn't have something that's been like moved. That's been that the past is working towards this time. We wouldn't have any true mystery. Really, it would just be a prequel like any other. So yeah, there's so I guess that's not the case, but yeah, it does make me realize that's probably the one flaw I would really highlight in. Oh, I see. Well, two flaws: that flaw and the voice acting still, or possibly the direction. I'm not sure what the internal process is, but definitely I can imagine that not many second takes were requested, at least, but also not many second takes were even attempted, I think. Anyway, that's that. As for the pros, again, literally everything else. You know, Prism is right. I'm stopping these videos a lot less than I used to, and part of that's because I don't want to keep like stopping and starting and having to load and reload on Restream for the VTuber being around. But actually, this has been the best performing, the best loading VTuber stream up until this point. So hasn't been too much of an issue. So really, yeah, there's like not too many instances of gacha logic in these, especially compared to before. Obviously, we've talked about the angles, we talked about the editing style, which just keeps getting better and better. Looks more and more. It's looking more and more unique as well. Like, I know I compared it to the videos that I got before, but those aren't gacha. You know, that's stuff that's done by a marketing team that does tell a bit of a story, but it's not remotely similar to what is here, apart from just the basic idea of like how the text appears and how the sound effects and the sequences follow. I don't know. In season 3, you'll start using real people live action adaptation. No need. No need to cave into the demands of anyone who says, "Oh, why is this a gacha series? This should be a such and such." Because yeah, I've got that before. I know you're probably joking, but just in case, like I've got that before. Some people have said to me, "Oh, it'd be great if had a live action mutant girl thing." I was like, "Well, yeah, but then I have to cast children. That's gonna be a nightmare." And then some people said, "Oh, this would have done better as Minecraft. Why did you start off as Minecraft?" It's like, well, because my starting point was attempting to make a show that would work for gacha and subvert gacha and exist within gacha, which is why it's still gacha. But yeah, people have attempted to do that, and it's like, well, not quite the plan here. So, nope, honestly, not really. The Guardian Sages version. I mean, yeah, I guess you could do that. I mean, why not? Like I've said, I've clearly come up with a few alternative scenarios in my own mind as to what could have happened here, but most of those are just completely satirizing it. So, and I'm guessing the Sage version also includes a whole lot more of Mosk than we've seen so far, if I am understanding this correctly. Also, apparently, Yume, aka Yumeka, is in episode 8, which means that we are getting to see actual Guardians moving forward, and we get to see the Queen before her big party, which at this point is actually taking a significant amount of time, considering how when she was found before. Most of them in episode 8. Okay, good. In which case, I look forward to that. And that probably for me would end up being the best of the present day episodes up until this point. Because Josh was saying before, compare the present day runs versus like other ones I've seen. I'd say this one goes like slightly like above episode 4. I'm trying to recall episode 2 really. I'm not sure about episode 2 because it was a while ago. I have to rewatch that one. But yeah, for right now they've all kind of like felt vaguely the same. The prequels actually have another advantage because they're all the guys have different timelines and they all have different connections with each other. They actually it's more interesting to see how they actually all formed. Which I guess might be also why the present day is looking a bit barren by comparison. I guess maybe the Guardians do need to return to the Guardians in the present day. After all that, I've changed my mind several times in this review. This has been a very scatterbrained experience. But so episode 12 is the party. So okay, so we're getting a more build up to it. I see. Okay. It might take a month to edit. Been there. Mutant Girl remake was the last remake was a torment for certain. I guess I better keep on. We're working on it on episode 2, season 3, by the way. Haven't done too much today because I had another recording session to do, but at some point I shall return to it. But not right now. Right now, I would like food and I would like sleep. I'm not going to do episode 12 on its own. Okay, so if I remember to, then I will do episodes. Yeah, I'll do like 9, 10, 11 together then. In that case, yeah. So next time it'll be 7 to 8, then 9, 10, 11, and then I'll do 12. If I remember, that is, because don't quote me on that. You're all aware of this by now. I do a lot of these. It's worth reminding people. Might end up forgetting. But that's the promise for now, and I look forward to it, as usual. So please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe if you've done so already. And on that, check out the original video in the description, and I shall go get that food. Yum yum indeed. And on that note, until next time, farewell.